Hey everyone, this is Kiki from Metal and High Heels. I'm standing here with Paige from Kobra and the Lotus. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you very much.
You just came from Canada, right? How was your trip?
Yeah, it was good. It was short and sweet, and we flew only 8 hours, so it was not so bad. Yeah.
Nice, you had it good then, a direct flight and...
Yeah. Yeah, we landed last night and didn't sleep very much, but I'm sure the adrenaline's gonna take over anytime soon. I'm hoping. Yeah.
Automatic
No,
mode.
it'll be good. It'll be good.
Cool, how's the weather right now in Canada? We have a very late summer over here.
Yeah, it's kind of the same kind of thing happening in Canada, at least where I'm from, which is the western side by the Rocky Mountains. And it's very warm, strangely warm like this. It's lovely. We're enjoying it very much, but it's also freaking everybody out. Like, where is the snow? Yeah, usually we'd have flurries already off and on by now. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So it's a refreshing change. Well, not refreshing, but...
But yeah, it is. It's different.
And it's climate change for you.
It is.
You are just about to start your tour with Delane. What are
Yeah.
your expectations by that?
My expectations are just to have a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a great tour. I'm very excited to meet them all. And I think that Evergrey is going to be cool too. I think it's a really good tour package. So we're all very much looking forward to it. Yeah.
Cool. You just released recently a Black Velvet cover.
Oh, yeah.
How did you come to the idea? Why did you choose that song?
Well, Alana Miles is an artist that I think is underrated, and I just love her voice so much. In fact, I don't even know if it was a good idea to put a cover out of that because I just love the original so much, but I really wanted to pay tribute to her, and since we were doing Canadian classics, I thought this has to be in here. I've seen Alana and worked with her a couple times, and she's been very, very encouraging to me and very inspirational as well because she has some physical stuff going on and she can't move, but hell does she have a voice, you know? They still put her on stage and then she lets it go, and I just think that's very admirable. So
Totally.
it was the right song, the right woman, I think, for Canada, from rock and roll, for me at least, to put out there.
And you also did it amazingly.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. I have no idea, you know, I just took great pleasure in just paying a tribute to her. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can hear that from the song, that you just had a lot of fun with that.
Thank you. Yeah. It was fun to do the video too because it was a chance to do something different, and I wanted to be more pin-up-y, so it's more like an ode to Marilyn, and you can catch like Elvis on the TV and stuff, and that's what it was about, you know, Black Velvet. It was about Elvis.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Good
Yeah.
to know. Nice. So you're bringing out a double album next year. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, this is quite an ambitious feat, actually. But once it got into my head, it had to happen. And so we went to Denmark. We worked with Jacob Hansen. And we had a very organic studio experience this time around. I think we drove him a little crazy because he was expecting us to come a little more prepared. But we just came with a bunch of ideas, but not really the concept of the way we wanted to evolve. But I knew we wanted to evolve into something that was, again, going to just make us more independent sonically, and keep the metal aspect in there, but move a little farther away from traditional, where people can reference us to old school all the time, because I just want us to be our own thing a lot as well. And we hadn't really achieved that, I didn't think, so much yet. So we went in there and we wrote like crazy for like a solid month and a bit, just nonstop. Like none of us barely slept, and we did 21 songs. We did more than that, but we chose 21 to fulfill, and that's what we're going to be putting out. So one record in February 24th, and then the other in October 2017, and yeah, it's gonna be wild because it's very versatile. I can say that much. It's got some like ripping metal, but it's also got some stuff that's like Trigger Pulse, the single we released. and then it has just alternative hard rock. Yeah, it was cool though. It was really, really fun and also not fun experience.
I'm curious now to know how it sounds like, but you just mentioned Trigger Pulse.
Yeah.
Are there more singles coming out? Are you working on videos maybe for those singles?
We are working on getting a video going. It just depends on if the directors are available. Mm-hmm. We've been trying to get a video done in the next coming week and a half when we have a few days off between our headlining and the Delane. But we'll have to see if that works out. But next year we're going to be releasing some videos. And because it's 2 albums, there's going to be more than 1 video. Yeah. So cool. There will be a couple more singles next year. Yeah, that will be released just to preemptively push what's to come, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To give us a taste and
exactly.
leave us intrigued.
Yeah.
Your music is always so full of energy. Where do you take that energy from?
Oh, thank you. Life. Just life experiences and also what I see people experiencing, and sometimes I'll try and write from their perspective that I'm just guessing completely on because mm-hmm. I don't know what it's like in their shoes, and sometimes I'll a lot of times I'll write from my experiences and just things that I also just want to put emphasis on for people to focus on. I guess I don't know how many people really pay attention to the lyrics. It always really makes me happy when I hear people say, I really like what you wrote about here, because I don't know how many people pay attention to the lyrics as well and just the melody, because I know some people just listen to the melody, but it's nice to hear that people see the message coming through sometimes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
There's always a message. That's very important.
Yes.
You also appeared last year. We watched the documentary starring Highs and Brutal Lows. Yeah, that's the name. And you were in it. How happy are you with the result?
I was just honored that I was even included, because it's quite a few big names, successful names, and I was just humbled that I was included in those. And I also noticed when we were flying yesterday that it was being featured on the plane on KLM.
Wow.
And it's my face in the thumbnail. Like the guys pulled it up, and the drummer, Marcus, he walked back to me and he's just like, Andrew, our sound engineer, thought that Marcus was FaceTiming me to my seat because he saw my face on the thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, how are you doing that? How are you FaceTiming Kobra, in the other aisle? And he's like, no, like, you idiot. She's in a documentary, and this is the picture that they chose. And I was also just like, what? But it was amazing. I just, I just feel humbled. Yeah.
Cool. Kobra, is that the name you go by in your daily life?
Yeah, it is. It's my name. It's in my passport, my birth certificate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So my last question is one that we've been asking a lot of people, of musicians from the scene. What do you think about the term female-fronted metal? A lot of bands are kind of don't really like it because it's actually a lot of different genres. But what do you think about the term?
This is funny because I've watched people answering this question actually. In interviews, it's interesting to see how every woman answers. I honestly, personally, to me, I'm indifferent. I think that maybe I had some sort of angst when I was younger against what that was, because I was like, well, why? But now I'm just like, as long as they're enjoying the music, I don't really care. We get called a lot of different genres. I don't hear female-fronted so much, actually, among that. So I'm not so much bothered by it. I think it's just mostly ironic. I think it's hilarious because no one says male-fronted metal.
Yeah.
So why say female-fronted? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but it's also so rare.
That there's a woman fronting the band. Yeah. So I'm not offended by it or anything. I'm actually just indifferent. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so. That's everything, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.